Hi, I'm Brigit, founder of Biddy Tarot, the online learning community for people who love to read tarot and who also want to live an intuitive and inspired life. I'm here today with the monthly tarot forecast for April 2017, and this is designed to help you have the best month ever. So let's get straight into it. Now, the blessing for this month, wait for it, is the Ten of Swords. Now you're probably thinking, how on earth is that a blessing? There is a guy with 10 swords in his back. It looks pretty bad. So yes, there is a little bit of pain associated with the Ten of Swords, but this is kind of like the darkest hour before dawn. Have you ever had that time where you knew that something had to come to an end and it was incredibly painful at that point of the ending, but you knew that what comes after that is something so much more powerful and important in your life? You know, maybe it's a relationship that's been struggling for many, many months, and it's time to just, rip the band-aid off and say, you know what, we're not suited to each other. And then you feel that great sense of relief afterwards, after you've got over the sort of loss and the grief from the relationship, and you realize, oh my goodness, I am now so much freer as a result of having let go of that relationship. It might be the same for a job where, again, like leaving the job, you think, oh my goodness, where am I going to get the money from? How am I going to survive? But you just go, you know what, just got to do it. And then you do it, and then you feel that sense of freedom again. So think about how this card might be playing out in your life in this month. And if you're looking at it going, nah, I don't need to do that, no, then I suggest come back to this in a couple more weeks and it might have a little bit more meaning. All right, let's move on to our challenges. Now, our challenges for this month are represented in the moon reversed. Now, if you recall, last month we had the moon in the upright position as a blessing. So now it's gone reversed and it's as a challenge. So you might have really gone into the depths of your subconscious mind or what's really driving you last month. And as I said last month, it's kind of that place where you've not traveled before, and sometimes it can be a little bit confronting as you realize different parts of yourself and you're like, that kind of feels a bit uncomfortable. So the challenge this month is dealing with some of that discomfort around those darker aspects of yourself, or parts of your shadow self. Now, while it's uncomfortable and you might feel some tension as you go kind of deep into, it's this part of myself that I'm not really that happy with, it might stir up some really old emotions that have been sitting there for a while, and that might feel like your challenge. But in order to turn this into an opportunity, you need to really confront that head on. And if you're feeling fear surfacing or anxiety in any way, really deal with it. Don't sort of run away from it hoping that it will, go back into the depths of your subconscious. Because the more that you deal with it, the more that you can start to release some of those negative emotions. Now, of course, you can always seek out professional help if you feel like you're going into, quite a deep, dark space, and it can often be great to have a professional support you in that journey. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so what's our recommended action for this month? Well, I've got the Knight of Pentacles reversed. Now, I see this guy as kind of like the king or the knight of routine and doing things a very set way every single time. Well, this month, it's encouraging you to shake things up a little bit. All those routines that you've had in place in the past, maybe try doing something different. So if you're a little bit like me, I have a very set walk, run path that I go on, 2 or 3 times a week. So this card might be telling me to try and change up my exercise path and go a different direction instead. Now that's just a simple example. So think about your life right now and what kinds of routines need a bit of a shake up, so that you can re-engage with them and enjoy them even that much more. All right, so there's quite a lot going on there. You've got the Ten of Swords, a painful ending, but think of what comes after that ending and the release and the freedom that you'll feel. And in terms of challenges, we have the reversed moon. So you may feel a little bit challenged and confronted as you go deep into who you really are and you start to discover aspects of yourself that might feel not so great. So some negative emotions or things that you really want to change as to who you are. And then finally, you're being encouraged to change up your routines and do things a little bit more differently this month. All right, have a great month. Bye.